injury update. Obviously, AR's got a hip, JT had an ankle, and Taekwon elbow. Great team win. I'll tell you what, the guys were resilient all the way through. Took all 4 quarters. We knew it was going to be a fist fight going against those guys. A damn good football team. But to come out and finish the way we did, our defense out there, getting the stop there to end the game was huge.
Shane, just to get it out the way, what can you tell us about Anthony?
I don't have much for you, just a hip right now.
I mean, he went in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. He came out.
Yeah.
Went right back in. Can you kind of walk us? What do you know about that situation?
Yeah. Felt good to go back in, ran the play, and then felt it a little bit more after that next play.
Was there any
So
concern?
he felt the injury on the. He got hurt on the first play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, first play, and then he came back and said, "You good to go?" Boom. Yeah, came back in, then he felt it again on the next
They
one.
mentioned on the broadcast that he wanted to go back in. That he went to you and said, "I'm good to go."
On that one when he came back in.
No,
on the
no.
second
After he
one.
came back out of the locker room.
Second
Yeah, no, he was feeling it. We just wanted to hold him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What went into the decision to
Run the ball.
what went into the decision to possibly run him on that play right back after he came back into the game?
They went base defense. He said he felt good to go, so that was the look we had for it, and it felt it again. So
Shane, it looked like he went on the field during that review of downs catch, and he went on, like he was going to the huddle, and Flacco kind of stepped away as if they were changing spots.
yeah, no, he was just encouraging the guys. That's all he was doing. He was going out there and encouraging the team.
What do you think the way Joe stepped in today, 2 touchdown passes? And
Veteran presence, obviously, he's played a lot of football, went in there and operated pretty darn good, threw 2 touchdowns, like you said, moved the offense up and down the field, did a nice job for us, for sure.
Does today sort of show you why you have backups? I mean, you got
100%.
6 or 7 guys.
100%. You always want those guys just in case, something happens. Those guys can come in and operate, and he did that today for us. He did a hell of a job.
that drive that ended with Drew Ogletree scoring,
Yeah.
what can you say about just his poise? I think it was 3 third downs,
Yeah.
3rd longs.
Yeah, no, it was big. That deal right there, what was it, 15 at the 15 or something?
13, yeah.
And, Drew was just getting a little chip on Watt there. We had a little mesh pattern going, and he was patient. They kind of zoned it, manned some of it, a little funky deal, and just stayed in the pocket and found the easy completion to Tree for the touchdown. So it's a hell of a play by him.
You guys
There'll
seen-
be a lot more time to talk about this, obviously, as the week goes on, but today's the day it happened, and Richardson on the play got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't slide. Have you talked about that at all? Have you looked at that yet? What do you know about the decision he made to fight for the yards there?
Yeah, I'll go back and look at that tape, but obviously, we want him getting down on those situations, but there's some situations where it is kind of awkward, and guys are coming around, and sometimes you don't have time to slide, so I'll go back and look at the film on that one.
Did you guys come in, with the idea of running him more? It seemed like he ran earlier this week than the previous few.
Yeah, we had some 3rd down stuff there. We obviously popped a 3rd down run for 8 yards there, which did some good things. And again, all these quarterback runs, it just depends on what the defense does, right? He could have 10 carries in a game. He could have 5, depending on what the defense does. And obviously, we have our design QB runs where they're called for him. There's no read involved. He'll keep it.
The first 2 weeks of the season, you played from behind a lot, and I just playing with a lead. How has that changed the dynamics for you the last couple of weeks?
It's good. I think you still want to be aggressive though with the lead. Talking to Tony Dungy, when I got hired, just still being aggressive even with the lead, not taking your foot off the gas until a certain moment in the game. Learned that from him, so I won't get into the moment when that happens. But you still want to be aggressive there. And I thought our guys through all game. I mean, there's some back and forth, obviously. To get that 17-0 lead, and obviously they got back into it a little bit, but our guys, we found a way to win. That's the National Football League.
How do you feel like Tanner Bortolini came out of that game?
Great. Gosh, I can't wait to watch the film. I was excited for him getting his opportunity in there to go play. I remember he was running off like a kid in a candy store on that first touchdown, that first drive. He was so happy. So it was awesome to see that, and he battled his tail off for sure.
How does it just speak to Tony's room that you can slide a guy in, on game day, and he can be as successful as he wants to?
Yeah, it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. We talk about all the time that unit being a tight knit unit, next guy up, and for him to come in his first game, rookie, and play the way he did and move the ball the way the offense did was awesome to see.
Shane, Matt Gay missed another field goal wide left. It was a long field goal, but
Yeah.
any concerns there with him moving forward?
Yeah, obviously, we want to make the kicks, but he came back and had a big time make right there at the end. But yeah, we got to make the kicks.
One thing that's been best thing that hurt you guys are 3rd down conversions. The 3rd down to Drew was 3rd down, and on that drive, I think
Yeah.
Joe was 3 for 3 on 3rd. Is that to me what he brings to the offense?
Obviously, he had some big time throws there. I know he hit Pitt like on a little 7-stop. Obviously, we had the other one. We had the 1 to downs. Yeah, I mean, he did a good job on those 3rd downs. Did a nice job.
6 for 113 for Pitt. What does a game like this do for your offense, and did you do anything differently
Obviously, we hit the big one to open the game to him. Anthony hit him on the big one, and then we hit another big one to him. I think he had, over 100 in the first half, right? Yeah, 100 in the first half. So hitting those big chunks obviously help and get the momentum going. He had a hell of a game. Downs, I think he had 8 for something too. It's great to see that. He had a big time play there at the end, breaking out and then making the guy miss to get the first down. Was a big time play by
Shane,
him
has
as
there
well.
been some emotions and all with, you won the game, that's obviously the goal, but your quarterback went out again.
Yeah.
What are your emotions like?
Yeah, no, it's tough. Obviously, we'll see how the week goes, but we want him out there, obviously.
What'd you think about the way he started? I mean, he didn't play long, but he made
was
a couple
on
plays,
fire.
right? Yeah.
He was on fire to start the game, So obviously, we'll see how the week goes, and hopefully get him back and keep that momentum going.
I don't know if you mentioned.
Last one
I
here.
don't know if you mentioned Jonathan Taylor, the injuries. Was he available late in that game?
No, he had the ankle. That's why you didn't see him.